Hey YouTube, Mrlubufu here with the deck I built at the pre-release that got me 5-2 in the pre-release sealed that I played in last night. It was I'm trying to think whether or not I can recommend anyone doing this ever, because it is honestly the most grueling thing I have ever done with Magic. It definitely trumped the PTQ. Because the PTQ lasted about the same amount of time, but it was the entire day, as opposed to starting at midnight and going till 8 a.m. And it probably seems more grueling because I had to work. So I got my prize packs 8:30, 15-minute drive home, grabbed my stuff, 15-minute drive to work, and my work started at 9 and went till 1:45. So I was up for a long time. And then I filmed the videos for the packs that I opened. You should check them out. And then I went to sleep. And I've been sleeping a lot. Now I'm all better. So now I can actually do this video. So, this deck, like, it's not too insane. It just has a lot of solid creatures. And it's just enough so that way you can just get out there and win the game. The big thing that this deck had was amazing fixing. I had amazing fixing and mana base. Like, I had to mulligan once in the entire match, or the entire 8 hours, and I was never mana screwed in any way, shape, or form, or color screwed, or anything like that. I always hit land drops. So, time to go over the deck. And I will be mentioning which cards are just absolute bombs. First up is Increasing Devotion. This card's insane. Just so many times it would win the game, because you get your 5/1 once, you could just attack a couple times, then because of the mana base I always hit 9 mana, so I was always able to flash it back. And in sealed, since it's a slower format, when you hit 9 mana pretty quick. So yeah, insane card, easy bomb. I really shouldn't need to say much else. Huntmaster of the Fells. I would get him out on turn 3 or something, and if they can't answer him, they just lose the game. Getting him to flip back and forth. Generally, you get one flip out of him, but being able to shock their guy, shock their face, have a 4/4 trample is pretty big. So, Huntmaster of the Fells, he's the other big bomb. Daybreak Ranger was solid because of all the flyers. Only played it 2 or 3 times, and it wasn't insane, but it was just a solid creature that they always had to deal with. Stranglergeist is good. You essentially have a 2/1, like, you get to shock them every turn until they start getting out better quality guys. Then you'll probably trade for something and have a 3/2 from it, which is not bad at all. Chapelgeist is just a solid flyer. Really don't need to say much else. Midnight Guard, I was debating how good he is, but because of that little 3 toughness right there, there's a 2/3, makes him really good. There's a lot of 2 power guys in the format. Scorned Villager, not as insane as I initially thought, but enough so that a lot of people instantly, like, I played it turn 2, his turn 3 play was Claustrophobia, your guy, before he'd even flipped or anything, because, can just blow him away. Same with Absence Pilgrim. Silver Chase Fox, as I mentioned, I really like it in sealed, and about 3 times it won me the game, because you always keep this in hand. And for example, they played the 1/3 flyer that becomes mind control. So, while I had a flipped Daybreak Ranger. So I'm like, oh no, you hit me with it, take my guy. Next turn, Silver Chase Fox, break your enchantment, get it back, fight your guy, and just swung the game completely in my favor. I love this card in sealed. Grizzled Outcast was just a vanilla giant guy for them to deal with. This card is so good. I cannot emphasize it. Initially, I thought it was bad. Then I had some people in comments tell me, you are totally wrong. And I listened to them. And by George, am I glad I did. So thank you to people in comments who were calling me out on this. This elk is so good. You get a 2-mana 2/2 already, which is pretty good. But the ability to get any land immediately helps your fixing. Really good. I played a lot of combat tricks since I really didn't have a lot of removal. So my removal was combat tricks. So we got a Steelful Lunge, +2/+0 first strike. I think I really like it as a combat trick. I played Crushing Vines main board because of the sheer amount of flyers, and if anyone plays an artifact like Galvanic Juggernaut or something like that, this card is the thing to get. Because people will only be playing good artifacts. They want to have something to deal with it. Like a stupid freaking Butcher's Cleaver on Invisible Stalker. Didn't have to face that. I had to face Invisible Stalker turn 2, turn 3 Silver Inlay Dagger equip. And I only won that game because I played a 2/2 every single turn. And just had to keep swinging back and forth in an insane top deck moment of heroism. Got me there. It's the only thing that stopped me. I hate that card. Only real piece of removal in the deck. Smite the monsters. More fixing for Traveler's Amulet, because I'm going green, white, splashing red. Brimstone Volley is a card I'd splash for, of course. This card is the final reason I ended up 5 and 2, because I drew it exactly once in the entire tournament. And that was when he was at 6 life. So I swung with a Chapel Guys to put him to 4. Sacked my Elf for a Morbid trigger, then Brimstone Volleyed his face. The next turn I was dead, because he had 17 1/1s. So, yeah, solid card. Moment of Heroism I've already mentioned. Great combat trick. We've got... This card is so much better than I initially thought. It's a 2/3 Reach Death Touch. 3 toughness is huge in this format. The Reach and the Death Touch is just great. And with the +2/+0 first strike, yeah, that's pretty good. I've had that happen where it was like, I attack with my 9/9. I get my Death Touch guy first strike. Too bad. We got Hollow Hinge Spirit. Very good. A 2/2 Flash Flyer that removes something from combat. Solid. Generally, you remove someone that's attacking you. We got a Tracker Death. This card. If you open this card, play it. Even if you can't afford the flashback, which I did not. With the fixing, I could have done it. If you have a creature that's worth searching for, this card is good. Trust me. Spidery Grasp, another combat trick. Best moment of the night, flavor-wise? Spidery Grasp on my Kezeg Recluse? Yeah, that's what it's called. Also, he had it tapped down with the 3/3 flyer that your creature doesn't untap. He saw it coming, but he was like, it's the only card that blew him out, so he went for it. 3 power, flying first strike. Great card, always valuable. I could afford the splash here, because of the fixing, just because I need another bigger guy, and that's to Gather the Townsfolk, because it's just good. My mana base, and you'll see why it's so good. Apart from the Traveler's Amulet and the Elk and the Absence Pilgrim for the white, we also had, I opened a foil Evolving Wilds, which is pretty cool. Also got the Clifftop Retreat. So I played 2 mountains. Just in case if I drew one, I could still fetch out the other one for some obscure reason. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 forests. And a foil plains that I opened with 1, or this is 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 plains. So yeah, that was my sealed pool for that one. I'm going to another event later today. Probably gonna film it, since we have nothing better to do, and apparently people somewhat like the videos, or the raw footage, so there's that. So thank you guys for watching, rate, comment, subscribe, and I really wish all of you luck if you're going to any events today. Peace.